Well, a vote is scheduled in the House of Commons today regarding a report that some members of Parliament wittingly participated in foreign meddling. CTV's Colton Prale joins us live with more on this. So, Colton, what do we know so far about foreign interference here, especially this bombshell, really, that some Canadian parliamentarians were helping foreign entities undermine Canada?
There's been relatively little new that's come out on this report, and the issue is the report is top secret. We can't see it. The public version that's out there, heavily redacted, but the headlines that we know and what's been the talk of Parliament for about the last week now is this report that some MPs were knowingly aiding foreign states, that they were influencing fellow parliamentarians to benefit those foreign states, accepting benefits, whether that's cash, gifts, or donations to their campaigns from foreign missions, and all of this happening in either the House of Commons or the Senate. What we don't know is who's involved, the MPs or the senators, which party they are from, when it happened, if they're currently sitting or not. We know at least one former MP was involved from the reading of this text, but really what we're talking about now and where the focus has been is on who's involved and how do we as a country move forward with this information, what happens next. And it's expected today that a motion is going to pass in the House of Commons that would expand the public inquiry into election interference and foreign interference in our democratic institutions already being conducted by Justice Marie-Josée Hogue to include this new information. Now, that justice already has the majority of these documents that would include this information, but this would expand the scope of the public inquiry. It could also expand the timeline of the public inquiry. Right now, she has an end-of-the-year deadline to provide those reports, those findings, those recommendations, but this could add to that. The big question, though, is if it does go to her, and it's expected that the motion will pass, what she does with it. Because the motion put forward by the Bloc Québécois doesn't say that she has to name names. It just talks about expanding the scope, and whether she even can name names is a question of debate as well. The Liberals say the government has received advice that that would actually breach the Security Information Act, that she may not be able to do that. At the same time, you have the Conservatives calling for her to release everything that she can legally on anyone who knowingly helped a foreign power. On top of that, you also have other parties like the NDP who are calling for not just looking at those MPs, but also looking at Conservative leadership races, because in this same document, there was information that the Conservative leadership races had been subject to foreign interference, particularly from India and China. And so right now, we're in a situation where it looks like it's likely that the public inquiry will be expanded in scope. But what that actually does for Canadians, what additional information it provides, when it provides it, if we will ever know names, all of that's still up in the air.
So many questions. We'll see how it unfolds in Parliament over the next couple of days. CTV's Colton Prale in Ottawa with a front row seat. Colton, thank you.
Anytime.